Okay, so in this video, we are going to be solving using complete the square. Now this is an extra section, so you may not have to do this, so just make sure that you only do this if you're supposed to. And this is going to be split into two different videos. So this is video number 1, so make sure that you also watch the second video. So complete the square is used when you're factoring and you can't find a pair like we did up here that multiplies to the last term and adds up to the middle term, like it's a decimal of some sort. So it's not going to be a nice, easy answer. So this first video, just like when we did the trinomials, is when a equals 1. So what you are going to do is you are going to start by moving the constant, which that's your C value, term, so that's the one without any variables, to the right side of your equal sign. If there is no constant, just move to step 2. So x squared plus 14x minus 9 equals 6. So I am going to move the constant, which is this one right here, to the right side of the equal. So I'm going to add 9 to both sides. So x squared plus 14x. Then you're going to leave kind of like a blank here, equals 15. Okay, so step 2 is you are going to take half of your b term. So first of all, your b term is this one right here. So this is your b. So half of your b term, which equals 7. You are going to square it. So 7 squared, which equals 49. And add it to both sides. So that's why you leave this blank here, is because this 49 is going to go both here and plus 49. So x squared plus 14x plus 49 equals 64. Okay, so I'm just going to rewrite that up here. So x squared plus 14x plus 49 equals 64. Okay, so then step 3 is to factor it. So factor the left side. So if I factor this, so they've both got to be plus, because it's a plus C, or they both got to be plus, or they both have to be minus, but the B term is plus. So we've got 1 times 49 and 7 times 7. So that's the one. So x plus 7 and x plus 7. And that equals the 64. And simplify the right side. So we actually already did that. The simplifying the right side was when we added the 15 and the 49 together. So we had actually already done that. So you can change this. So right now we've got this x plus 7 equals 64. Or you can write that as an x plus 7 squared equals 64. And that's how you should write it. So then step 4 is you are going to solve by taking the square root of both sides. So when I square root, the square root and the squared cancel each other out. So you just have an x plus 7 equals, so the square root button on your calculator is if you hit second and then this x squared key. So 64 is 8. Now, when you take the square root, all that you're doing is trying to find the number that when you do 8 times 8 equals that number, so 64. But remember that also negative 8 times negative 8 equals 64. So you need to put a plus or a minus there. So don't forget this because this is how you get your two answers. So then one of your answers you get, so the x plus 7 equals 8. And then your second one is the x plus 7 equals negative 8. And then you solve. So subtract 7. So x equals 1. Subtract 7. So x equals negative 15. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. So we needed to, step 1 is to move your constant to the other side, the right side of your equation, but ours is actually already there. So then step 2 is to take your b, so 7 divided by 2, which is 3.5, and square it. So 3.5 squared is 12.25. So I've got x squared plus 7x plus 12.25 equals a negative 12 plus the 12.25. So you're always going to have something squared, and then it's always going to be whatever sign that you've got here. So another way to know that is, so you're going to have x, and then it's whatever is right here. So your b divided by 2. So that's 3.5. So because the 3.5 is positive, this is going to be plus 3.5 equals 0.25. So that's just a little cheat for you. So then square root square root, so this cancels with this. So x plus 3.5 equals, now don't forget that plus or minus, then the square root of 0.25 is 0.5. So I've got x plus 3.5 equals 0.5, and my second one, x plus 3.5 equals a negative 0.5. So subtract the 3.5 from both sides, equals -3. And subtract the 3.5 from both sides, x equals -4. Okay, so I want you to get this one by yourself, and then this will start video number 2 right here. Okay, so have a good day. Let me know if you have any questions.